Alright guys, so today I wanted to introduce some of the development environment that I'm using day by day. Mainly that basic terminal and what kind of command I'm using, and probably I can later show like how the Python environment, especially if you're using the Jupyter Lab, I could quickly go around what's the kind of practice that I'm doing. So first I'm starting the terminal. For this, I use the Warp. Warp is the terminal integrated, basically AI tool, so a kind of IDE, um, but it has the capability to send a request to the prompt as a prompt. So basically, for example, if you have some kind of the command that you want to execute, let's say, like find a file, like ML, it can create for you this type of the bash command, and probably I do not have this file, but yeah, so basically this allows you to give the um, capability of the machine learning generative AI more specifically. um, One thing to note is that this command basically will send your request to the server, so this has to be in the online environment, because otherwise you could not send a request to the AI server. So yeah, basically you have all type of the command, for example, what you're looking and you tend to use. It does help to kind of streamline what kind of command you're using, and that does help when you're looking for some specific command. Well, here I simply to go to the documents, that is my folder, and let's say if you're the Python developer, probably the first thing what you want to create is the environment of your Python. So let's actually ask this AI server how to make actually Python development environment. So can you make Python, it's called a Butter environment. And yeah, so it does give this command, and indeed it you can select your my environment. Yeah, so you could see here source and my environment, bin and activate. And yes, as you can see, actually I'm in my Python environment. So for example, if you do the pip list, basically this is the what's installed by default. So I successfully created the Python environment, and you can check the version. This is the 3.10.12, 3.10 as you want to call it. And for example, if you want to use the Jupyter Lab, you do need to install it, and usually as long as you have the installation, you can type in this command and execute the Jupyter Lab environment. I'm just trying to connect this Jupyter Lab, but as you can see, probably this will stack because I do not have the Jupyter Lab. Oh, okay, so it actually works, and all right, that's great. Let me actually check one thing. So if you have this kind of situation that you're not expecting to be able to execute, but you can actually execute, you might as well check what kind of the situation that you're facing. So if either that is distribution is containing some additional file. So the thing is that Python has also pip3, so you can check that. And the other thing is probably you can do the Python m, and then the okay, so it seems that Jupyter Lab is yeah, so it is using the 3.7 framework. Okay, so what it tells you is your execution is come from your framework, which is 3.7. So it seems actually using my local library instead of the virtual environment, but that is also fine. You can configure in your way to use your specific package, but that's something I will skip for today. And once you launch basically this JupyterLab, as long as you have this JupyterLab installed in your environment, you can execute it, and it will create this 127.0.0.1. This is basically the local host IP address with the port 8888, and it will successfully launch your JupyterLab environment. So I have a separated tab, but basically this is JupyterLab environment, and I'm gonna show you right away. Here you go. So we could successfully create this JupyterLab environment apart from this Jupyter Warp terminal, and now you're ready to start your execution of the code. Other things, for example, you might as well use the VS Code. So you can simply type in the code and dot, and this will launch your VS Code basically. Yeah, so you could also open up your VS Code right away, and yeah, so that's mainly the thing that I'm using. Other than that, I might as well use some kind of command like a vm stat. Actually, the vm stat is not installed because this is the system is the OS, Mac OS, but those are used for the Ubuntu environment. So you can say I want to execute vm start in my Mac OS, and again the AI will give you the same, or probably the similar command that you can execute. And now you can see the information about memory, so like the details, and yeah, it's pretty summary information. And for example, top this is the CPU. You can also check disk utilization. But yeah, so basically you have tons of information. So those are basically the quick utility that I'm using. Hopefully those are helpful for you to start Python, or probably developing with the simply MacBook for your new machine learning journey, and hope it helps for you.